Governor Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta State has given the assurance that the People's Democratic Party (PDP) would win the November 6th governorship election in Anambra as it did in Edo in 2020. Receiving the party's flag bearer in the election, Mr. Valentine Ozigbo, and some defectors from the All Progressive Grand Alliance (APGA) in Anambra, led by the youth leader in the state, Mr. Magnus Ezioku, in Asaba on Tuesday, Okowa said that PDP stood a chance to win Anambra, going by the preparations so far made by the party. Okowa, who is the deputy chairman of PDP's National Campaign Council for the Anambra election, described Oziogbo as humble and dynamic, adding that the candidate was better than all other candidates in the election. He urged the Anambra people to vote massively for the PDP to turn things around in the state. I welcome you and your entourage to Delta and my office, and I feel very happy within me because I can see that we have decided to toe the path of unity. When we are united, I'm convinced we'll come out victorious in the November 6th governorship election. I want to congratulate you ahead of time because I know that you are doing well. There's no doubt that Anambra State has always been a PDP state, but unfortunately, in the past 16 years, we have lost out in the politics of Anambra solely because of the infightings. But from what I'm hearing and what I can see now, I feel very encouraged that there is a new spirit now in PDP in Anambra, the governor said. He lauded the spirit of reconciliation and better commitments to the campaign and called for more vigorous house-to-house electioneering ahead of the polls. When people resolve that enough is enough, that they have to do the right thing, you find that the result will truly come because the men, the women, and the youth are out there. I know there's a lot of security challenges, but that shouldn't deter us because politicians are strong-willed people. The real politics is not the gathering of people on the field, but the door-to-door campaign which is set out to convince our people. I think that people have seen the other side of the coin. At the moment, they are waiting for the PDP, and it's for us to rediscover ourselves or to decide to give away this chance. But I'm convinced that you will not allow that to happen. We had an opportunity in Edo State and we took it. And I believe it's the same opportunity we have in Anambra, and we may not have a better chance than now, so we must take it back, he said. The governor welcomed the defectors from the ruling APGA in Anambra and said that PDP was desirous to change the narrative in the state and the country in general. Earlier, Oziogbo had said that he was in Delta to present the defected members of APGA to the governor, who is the national leader of the party. According to him, the PDP of Anambra were waiting for the PDP to take over, adding that the party would emerge victorious in the November 6th election. Ifeanyi Okowa believes strongly that same thing that they did, the same thing they pulled out in Edo. You know, in Edo, PDP was the opposition for a very long time, for a couple of years, until Governor Godwin Obaseki defected to the People's Democratic Party. They took him, gave him the umbrella. He contested under the platform of PDP and he won the election. Okowa is stating that just like in Edo, that PDP is going to win this time around. You know, when Obaseki moved to PDP, that means it was the opposition party he was already with. APC was the ruling party. Obaseki won his previous election in 2016 under the umbrella of the All Progressive Congress. So him moving to PDP was like that ruling the ruling party. He's lost that privilege, sort of, so to speak. But Okowa is assuring the people of Anambra State that the same thing they did in Edo State, that it will happen in Anambra, that they should not worry. They should not worry. But let's recall that it was Primate Ayodele a couple of days ago. Primate Ayodele released some fresh prophecies about the parties that stand good chances in winning the governorship election. He ruled out the APGA, which is the ruling party now under the leadership of Willie Obiano. Willie Obiano is the governor, and Willie Obiano is seriously rooting for Charles Soludo, the former CBN governor. Prime Minister Adele in his prophecies ruled out APGA, that the people are not happy with Willie Obiano, that except Willie Obiano apologizes to the people, he does not stand a chance for APC. APC is the ruling party nationally, and APC, Nigerians have lost confidence in APC under President Muhammadu Buhari's leadership. The sort of pain is inflicted. So the prophet said APC don't stand a chance as well. But he spoke about PDP, that PDP, they stand a chance. For APC, he said the only thing that can make APC win is rigging. For PDP, he said PDP stands a chance, but he spoke about this governorship candidate, that is Valentine Oziogbo. Valentine has still got some things to do. He still has some housekeeping jobs to do. He has some things to put in place to ensure victory come November 6th. I don't know if they will heed to these prophecies. You know, some persons feel like Prime Minister Adele is just it just predicts happenings, and it just analyzes happenings in the country. It draws conclusions from reports. Well, Prime Minister Adele has said that we'll see how it goes, but COA is confirming right now that PDP will definitely win the election, that they are very positive, that they have the best candidates, and the fact that some members are already decamping because he received the flag bearer alongside the defectors from the All Progressive Grand Alliance APG in Anambra State. He received all of them on Tuesday in Asaba, and he was telling them that they can win. The only thing that they need to keep doing is to remain united. The infighting has to stop. Fighting one another will not lead them to victory. That he, in his words, he said, when we are united, I'm convinced we'll come out victorious in the November 6th governorship election. Well, the electorate still have to vote, in spite of all of their predictions and all their projecting, all of their projections, because Okowa is projecting right now that there's a possibility they are going to win. Valentine Oziogbo, who is the PDP candidate. Well, we'll see how all of this plays out. The election is not long to go. November 6th is just a couple of weeks, less than a month to go. We're still depending on INEC that they will do the right thing, just as they allowed a free and fair election in Edo State, the same Edo that Okowa was referring to. We pray that INEC will do the right thing. They would allow the vote of the people to count. Well, guys, let's hear your take. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.